Hey guys, Jay here. Just got back a little bit ago. My buddy called me, the one that owns the helicopters. Asked me if I could meet him up at the airport. Well, I meet him up there. The airport's across from me. You go down the highway a few minutes and it's there. But guy had a Cessna 172. I think it was like a 2016, 2018. I'm not sure it had all that crap, but asked me if I'd come over and look at it and test fly it. I said, why don't you test fly it? I said, you got a license. Well, I forgot, he's a helicopter pilot. He don't have a fixed wing license. So I told him I'd be over. So I went over. It's a beautiful airplane. It's got all the flat screens in it and stuff, which I don't like. I like the old vacuum pump. Or the vacuum pump gauges in it and everything. I don't like all that touchscreen stuff and blah, blah, blah. Like I said, I grew up old school. But guy asked me, he was selling it, asked me to see my credentials. So I showed him my pilot's license, showed him my medical, and I gave him my waiver. And he looked at my waiver and he said, this is from the FAA and it says no usable vision left eye. I said, yep. He says, well, how the hell do you land an aircraft? I said, I figured it out. So he's a flight instructor. I told him you can have left seat, right seat, whatever you want. I can fly both, don't matter to me. But he gave me left seat. That thing's cool. I mean, it got autopilot and it's got everything in it. He wanted $38,000 for it. But we flew out over the ocean, down the beach line, come back, landed. He let me land it, believe it or not. But Ed told me, he says, what do you think about going half on that? And I said, you out of your head. I said, you realize you got to pay for hangar rent, maintenance, and everything else. I said, it's cheaper to rent one. That way they're responsible for everything. He said, well, think about it. He said, if you want to buy it, he said, I'll buy it. He said, the fly's good, and I said, fly's great. And he said, my mechanic's going to go over it. And he said, then figure it out. And he said, but if I do it this way, he said, if I pay for the hangar rent and everything, he said, can you keep up with it and just make sure it's clean and everything? He said, I'll let the flight school, or lease it to the flight school. Let them use it. But he said, then you can fly anytime you want. I said, it's fine with me. But I'm not going to go in, $15,000, $20,000 on an airplane when I can rent one for $75 an hour full of fuel. Like I said, you buy something like that, it's kind of like a swimming pool. You know, it's a money pit. If you don't swim in it, you just keep keeping it clean. But when you buy an airplane, you got to pay hangar rent. You got to get the annuals done. And it's just a pain in the ass. Plus you're dealing with the FAA, the Federal Aggravation Administration. So I don't know what he's going to do. Like I said, if he buys it, he buys it. But if not, I still got access to his helicopters. If I want to go flying, I'll go flying. But like I said, just something else, you know, is an excuse for me to get off the ground. And sometimes, like I said, a lot of people don't understand When I go up flying, it clears my head. You look down below you and just spit on everything. When you're up there, you don't think about nothing. I remember taking a 172. The ceiling on a 172 is 12,000 feet before you start losing oxygen. And I remember just spiraling up, spiraling up, spiraling up, until you could barely see anything on the ground. And I was almost 11,500 feet. Now I just spiraled back down and landed at the airport. But it's relaxing to me. We just had a guy get killed down there the other day, a banner tower. I think it was in Palm Bay. Said he had to drop the banner. He crashed on a street and the airplane imploded and he got killed. But you know what, flying's the same as anything else. You take a chance on anything. That's like I said about my sister going out on that tin can floating across the ocean. You know what can happen. What's not going to happen? You get in the car every day, you're taking a chance. I get in the car, my truck. The Ford company down here called me, asked me to bring my truck down. I took it down, they offered me 20 grand for it. No, $20,500. Said, we can put you in a brand new truck today. I said, for what? My truck runs fine. My truck's paid for. You think I'm going to go in debt again? In this economy? Hell no. I don't know. Anyway, guys, I'm going to try to look back into Collie Rodney later this evening. Like I said, that case just makes me sick. I went through so much with that, with the nightmares and everything else. I don't want to go through that again. So, I'll try, though. Alright, guys, I'll talk to you later. Love y'all. Have a great evening. Please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit the damn likey button. And I'll see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.